Learn to relax, my friends. Learn to do nothing sometimes. I woke up this morning and I'm laying down and relaxing, not doing anything in particular, just chilling, relaxing, and my legs, they feel tired. I've been working yesterday evening and taking the kids out and doing all sorts of stuff. And sometimes you got to listen to your body, especially this morning. My mind is telling me to get ready, get dressed, and go and start doing the things that I've planned that are not urgent, that are not of a major priority. But it feels so nice to just relax and have some quiet time, especially there's no noise from the TV or the kids. Quietness and just the birds chirping in the background noise. It's enough. It's enough. Because in society, we are told that we have to be very productive, hardworking, and making sure that we achieve a lot in our day and in our doings. And it is not the case. Hard work doesn't necessarily means high reward, financial reward. It just means a lot of draining, wear and tear, and so sometimes learn how to relax, especially for those of you who may have same sort of traits as me that can't sit still too long in one place. We have to keep it moving, and I'm like that as well. Yeah, relax, my friend. Learn to relax. Life is good when you can relax as well and not be rushing all the time. Your body, your mind, your soul needs to just sit still sometimes and observe and acknowledge any thoughts that come in, come out, whatever. Just be at peace. And I noticed since I gave up smoking cigarettes, I feel so good. I feel well. My mind, my clarity, my energy, even my heart rate is relaxed. Smoking did so much wrong stuff for me, so much effects on my body. And here we are, approaching week 6, and life is good. I've just had a little coffee, a glass of water, and the morning urges of wanting to have a cigarette are no longer there. Literally, I have to remind myself that I've given up smoking to remember that I used to have a cigarette with a coffee. And this is how it should be. This is what natural state, going back to the natural state that God, the universe, that your body has intended when you give up smoking or anything that affects your body like that. And once you're there, life is good and you can enjoy it. And you can work on things that are of a priority, and the challenges that you may have will be easier to tackle. It won't be necessarily easy, but it will be easier if you're a non-smoker than a smoker. Because smoking just drains your energy, makes you feel nostalgic, makes you feel like, you have no sense of clarity, you got a foggy mind, and you feel dirty, you feel ill, and you smell disgusting. But now I smell good. I smell fantastic. I enjoy putting on some of my men perfume that I've bought, deodorants, and it smells good and it lasts long, and I can actually smell it throughout the day. Even though when I was smoking, it was lingering between smoke and the perfume, and it wasn't good. So yes, give up anything that harms your body. And this is what happens. When I was younger, my energy levels, in the morning I'll be out, I'll be doing things, working, whatever. But as I've got older, I'm 37 now, I'm starting to realize that yes, my body is starting to slow down a bit. My energy levels are not where it is or where it was. And I'm still happy, I'm still grateful that, I can move about, I'm fast. I can be ready in 5 minutes. Clothes, wash my face, brush my teeth, bam, 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 and I'm out. So I have that, but my body speaks otherwise. Sometimes it says just relax yourself, lay down, and not be in a rush all the time. Chasing the money. There is no money to chase, anyways. These days, all the jobs are mediocre. Mediocre jobs that pay mediocre pay, and it's like this for millions and millions of folks out there who are doing these low-paying jobs that are important in most cases, that are needed for society and the economy, and you're just living paycheck to paycheck, and once you're paid, you have not much left to do anything significant, because the bills the bills that you need to pay eat up all your money. So the system is corrupt. All they do is just increase the fares and the fees of your council tax. This is another robbery, council tax. Don't let me get started with this one. Council tax. You pay so much council tax a month, a year, and you're paying tax on top of tax. You've already paid tax on your wages, and then you get another form of council tax. It's a housing tax. It's a living tax in a form, because you're paying nearly 1,000 plus just in council tax, and that depends what bracket you're in. House type, whether it's a flat, it's a house, it's a mansion, and people are taxed to death here in the UK. And this is no life. This is no life. It's a struggle, and it's a real one. But the problem is the British people are lame. Lame, can't be asked, and they will not go out and do anything about it. They will just accept it, whatever the government gives. And this is why we are where we are. Because they do not take action. For example, in France, the population, the people are demonstrating, they blog, they make sure that they are made aware of why they're protesting, and the economy comes to a standstill, and then the government in most cases reverses the policy or the changes that affects these people. But here in the UK, we, the British people, a vast majority of us are just happy to take whatever the government gives. They take. And there's no excuse for this. It is absolutely disgusting. We should be demonstrated in our millions all over the cities, all over major cities, and bringing the government to its knees to reverse this taxation, a form of slavery on the working class, ordinary people. But it won't happen, because the mindset of the British people are one of taking. But when it comes to ignorance and matters of immigration and so on, and the stuff that causes division, they listen to the government, they listen to the media. And I'm not saying all of them, but the vast majority of them fall for the crap of division and nationalism and anti-foreign sentiments. But yet when it comes to their own pockets, their own welfare, their own future, you get nothing. Absolutely nothing. There are channels on YouTube bursting with these individual YouTubers, racists, walking about with cameras and going into areas and excuse me, saying, oh, this area has changed, this is not the same. Look at these idiots. Have nothing better to do. The world is changing, let alone an area with 50 years difference, 100-year difference, or even 20-year difference. Things change. Things move on. We're going to have robot taxis in London and other cities in the UK in a year or two's time. Things change. So should they be arguing about we should have the horse and the cart? Do they want to go back in them times? These people are ignorant and arrogant and delusional, and in most cases just racist lowlifes, because they are not awakened by reality. Reality is live and let live. Live and let live. Nothing's permanent. There is no pure race. There is no purity in any nationality or individuals. We're all humans and connected on this planet, whether you like it or not. And we're in a fragile planet. Anything can happen. You could become an immigrant or a foreigner or immigrate to another country if there was chaos, there was natural disaster. But they don't look at it like that. They look at it as if they were going to live forever and that they have a chance of the so-called natives having a pure race. Just stupid ideologies like this, my friends. It does not make sense. There is no true natives of anything, really. We all belong here in the world, and wherever you lay your head is your home, as the saying goes. Anyways, I've diverged from my initial message, but I hope you've enjoyed this chat. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about relaxing, energy levels as you get older, and just being aware of how things work and life in general. So I will catch in and check in with you guys again, my friends. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little chant, and we can have more of this. Let me know in the comments.